What's up, everybody? We're here with a battle report. I know it's been a hot minute. So we are starting some testing. The models are not going to be fully finished. We got some paint on some of them. Thomas has the list of gray girls today, but it's okay because he has a lot to paint in the next month. So Dark Eldar, here's what we got going on. We've got 3 patrols. One is going to be the Black Heart with my Archon and a Court. So a Court and Archon here. And that's really all that matters. And then there's going to be 3 just racks thrown in there because I really like racks. They're a little bit more survivable than other units. And then everything else that is witch related is going to be 2 patrols of the Red Grief. And they all have +2 combat drug, which just makes them move really, really fast and really, really far. So we've got 6 5-man witch squads. We've got 3 5-man Hellions. We've got 3 5-man Incubis. We've got 2 5-man Mandrakes, 1 7-man Mandrake, because that's one of my while we stands. We've got a Homunculus, who's a while we stand. We've got a Raider, which is a while we stand. We'll show you why. And we've got a 5-man Scourge, and we've got 3 Venoms. The Succubuses that we take are the Whip with Brain Fart. We've got the Whip, and I like it with Whirling Death, so I get more attacks around me. And then we're doing a Mortals one, but because we're doing Red Grief, and she's not a Showstealer either, it's going to be 7 attacks, but she's got a Relic that is flat 3 damage, so it's better AP, better strength, more damage. So on 6s, it'll do 3 flat damage, and then I just have better chance of getting more damage through because it's better AP. So it's a lot of units. This is a specially designed list that we've cooked up here, and we'll see how it goes into Sisters. Now let's go see what Thomas says.
All right, as Brad said, I'm in the middle of testing, so I literally have just got this models built. We've got a lot of painting to do in the next month that we're trying to get this army tournament ready for. But we're gonna play some games, so can't wait to get them all painted to actually practice. So I have a full Sisters list. It's going to be a patrol of Bloody Rose and a outrider of Ebon Chalice. Patrol's led by Morvenn Vahl. We have a Sister Superior. She's going to have the Litanies of Faith relic and the Beacons of Faith warlord trait. We got 2 units of 8 Repentia. We got 2 units of 5 Zephyrim with the Pennant. We got 1 troop squad, just girls, and then we have 1 red Rhino for the Bloody Rose girls. On the outrider for Ebon Chalice, I have a Dogmata. She's got the relic of Sigil Ecclesiasticus and the Terrible Knowledge warlord trait. We got Celestine, of course. We got 9 girls. I have them with maces here. Probably going to switch them over to spears, which means they're going to build more guys. Yay. These are the Sacresants, the bodyguards. We've got 2 units of Seraphim, I guess. They have the double flamers. I have 2 Dominion squads with all Stormbolters. Got 2 Rhinos, and then 2 Retributor squads, both with double flamer and double multi-meltas. 2 cherubs. So that's the list. We're going to see how it does. No paint, but hopefully I can keep it straight. Still trying to learn all these Sisters rules. We'll jump into the mission. Okay,
so show you the deployment. We did the terrain just like LVO is going to do it. So we deployed the terrain in our own deployment. For me over here, kind of realized I kind of messed up how I put my terrain, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Mandrakes came up here. Everything's obscuring and stuff, and I'm just outranging him, so he's not going to be able to get me back here. Yeah, I mean, everything's here. It doesn't matter. I'm going first, so I'll just kind of show you where everything is. I was hiding everything, hoping he'd go first. Just have to move, and then I would deny him all of his shooting in the first turn. I want to go second, but I'm going first. So unfortunate. Thomas went over here. He's got his Repentia and a Rhino here. He's got a bunch of stuff off the board. All his, Zephyrim, and what is the other one's called?
Seraphim.
The Seraphim. And then 1 Repentia off the board. So he's got a bunch of stuff off the board. He's got his characters up in here. His Sacresants, that's what they're called, right? Sacresants. Rhinos with Dominions and Retributors. And you did your pregame moves already with them, correct?
Yes.
So that's where they are after their pregame moves. And let's go over secondaries. You got that paper for me really quick that I can look sees at? All right, let's look at this real quick. We got to get back in the flow of this for y'all. Okay, so Thomas has To the Last, which is...
Morvenn Vahl, Celestine, and the big unit of Sacresants.
Okay, makes sense. And then you've got Rod. And you've got Stranglehold. Then for me, I've got To the Last, which is my Raider, my Homunculus, and my 7-man Mandrake. And they're all starting off the board. I've got Rod and I've got Engage. I was going to take Stranglehold, and the more I look at the board, the more I'm like, I should have taken Stranglehold, because I think I would just score more. But we're doing Engage. So I'm going to do my movement, and then we'll come back after my turn, because there's not going to be a whole lot going on but moving. Okay, so this was a very, very easy turn. My Mandrakes advanced here to give me engage points. I'm only going to pick up 2. I kind of gave up this other quarter for this turn. That's okay. And then I just moved guys up here. Hiding, moving up. I did not touch this block at all. I literally just stayed here to play a little bit more passive game. And then I did these guys. They just stayed there. My Mandrakes that were up here went up in the air.
All right, a little quick turn for the sisters. I just needed to get Stranglehold. I didn't want to commit my Repentia already, but I didn't want to shoot his Mandrakes off the board. He positioned them, so if I shot him, I wouldn't be able to get it. I need to get on the objective. So went through the Repentia in there, went ahead and tagged that Venom after I fought the Mandrakes and killed them. He fought back, killed 1 Repentia. I wasn't able to quite touch it and base it, so he was able to get a little free movement there. Over here, guys jumped out and did Rod. Guys jumped out to kind of get us on the objective. I made my Sacrosanct objective secured from the Dogmata, and then just kind of strung him out to protect from his deep strikes. On his turn, he jumped these guys off the objective, so I was forced to not have to worry about killing him. So I just drove an empty Rhino up here to get my 3rd objective for Stranglehold. Everybody else jumped out of these Rhinos, so both of these Rhinos are empty. He did shoot it, so he wounded it earlier from his Mandrakes, but it's just chilling. I moved my OPSEC guys up here to screen and or position to threaten that objective if he doesn't go after him. So that is my turn. All right, looking at the turn 1 score recap. Nobody has killed our To the Last, so we both are good there. We both did our retrieve data, so we're good there. I picked up Stranglehold, and he only got into 1 of my quarters, so 3 quarters gives him 2 points on Engage. Going into turn 2, he only has 1 objective, so he'll pick up 5 on the primary. Let's see what he does.
Okay, so I had to zone everything in my backfield. So I had these guys come in from Strategic Reserve. They deep struck in because they went up last turn. I was going to get the Archon out in the middle to like block him more in the middle, but I got other units doing that. So Archon and Core are just kind of sitting there, which is fine for now. And then, yeah, we're just blocking this whole edge. Venom is blocking over here. They moved to move up. I advanced and ran up here to take this objective from him. I don't know if I'm going to charge the Rhino yet. We'll see. And then the plan is to shoot these guys. I don't really want to fight them in combat, so we'll see how many we can shoot and then how many we are forced to fight. And that'll determine if anything over here needs to go in. These guys are going to go and deal with the Dominion squad here. And then I've got the Venom and the Hellions to hopefully kill the 5 Retributors here. I did Rod for my 2nd table quarter, and yeah, we'll see what I kill. Okay, so came in here. Only killed 2 Dominions. That was kind of not okay. Touched the Rhino, not that that even matters, but yeah, I did my thing. I got engaged over here. It's all that matters. He fought on death over here, killed the 5 Wyches. I just failed all my saves, unfortunate. But yeah, we're just trading some stuff. I wrapped this Rhino with the Hellions and the Wyches, so that's kind of good. At least makes it so he can't shoot at me, but I know what's going to happen. We have characters there, but that's okay. That's what this list does. Yeah, everything else moved. You saw all of that. So, on to Thomas. Oh, and Thomas got...
So many.
How many miracle dice? We got 3 6s, a 5, and a 3. He had 1 6 going into that charge phase, and he came out with 2 more 6s, a 5, and a 3.
Yeah, I killed a unit in Overwatch. I looked at Venom with a multi-melta.
Yeah.
Repentia fought and killed a unit, and then Repentia died and got a...
yeah, because they just get 1 when they die. So he got 2 for over here. He got 1 for killing the guy in the charge phase.
All right, so Marines, no consolidating over there. Marines. Repentia came in from reserve, hit the 12-inch charge, didn't really need it. I used a 9 maybe? Yeah. To charge. I killed his Succubus and a unit of Hellions. Over here, I dropped some Flamer Girls. I spent a CB to shoot in the movement phase, and I ended up killing them all from that shooting, so I didn't have anybody to shoot in my shooting phase. These girls spent the 6 Miracle to run, so they can OPSEC over here. I did the full rerolls with Celestine, but I elected to fight with the Repentia first. So he interrupted, killed 2 of my bodyguards, and then I swung and totally whiffed, no 6s, and then he made a couple 6s for his saves, so he did not die. He does owe me a morale test. I just shuffled over here. Morvenn Vahl came in and cleaned up those witches. So with the Repentia on that, I pick up my Stranglehold. So let's look at the score sheet. I only picked up 5 on the primary because he came into my zone. But I did pick up Stranglehold. I did get my second rod. I did do retrieve data. Or he did retrieve data. And he got his 3 points for engage. So on to turn 3, he's picking up 5 on his primary this turn. I've gotten both of his objectives. So he's got to bring all his reserves in. We'll see what he does.
All right, I've had to sacrifice a lot of too much stuff. So he left me a little bit of a gap back here, so I was able to come and get my retrieve. I charged with witches in here to kill Dominions. Spent the CP to go back in the ride. So we're just chilling over here. My Hellions came in to try to kill Celestie, and she has 1 wound left. I felt like I needed to do it because I messed up and she was going to heroic me and just kill more witches than I needed to. So I got her down to 1 wound. She killed 4. These guys backed out.
Wounds again. No 6s at all.
Make his placement of his deep strikes a little harder. But I took him off the objectives. He fought on death here, killed Incubi, killed 4 Mandrakes, passed my morale everywhere. And I just brought stuff back here to block my backline this turn while he comes in with everything else. So yeah, it's interesting. It's been interesting so far. Where we're at going into the bottom of 3 is I've pretty much been doing pretty good on engage. This is where it starts to thin out a little bit. All my guys are still alive. I got my 3rd rod, which is really good. Thomas has 2 rods. He's getting stranglehold every turn. We'll see what he's going to be able to kind of pull in this. We're keeping each other 5 points on the primary every turn.
All right, the end of turn 3 for the sisters. I failed a couple charges I needed to make. I had to have a lot of charges. I was forced to bring up the Sacrosancts here. I made them OPSEC to get these witches out. Celestine had to back up and try to stay alive. So I did shoot here, get these Hellions. I shot the 1 Hellion that Sister Celestine was in combat with, and I made the 9-inch, 12-inch charge because I used the Miracle Dice to run all the way up here, kill those witches. I needed a rod, or I needed to kill Incubi. I was like, I want to protect my while we stand, so I went ahead and just charged. I made the 9, killed some Incubi here. Over here, I wanted to get Stranglehold. I needed a 9 to get that 1 Mandrake off the objective. I failed the 9 with the reroll. The Rhino, I guess the Rhino could have charged. Try to kill that Rhino. Let's try to do that. We'll do that and come back, see if it matters. And then over here, I dropped, shot, flamed, did a lot of stuff. Didn't kill him? Did you fight me back over here? Oh, I killed them all. And then we fought over here. Didn't do anything. We got some morale. So let's do that Rhino. Does it make the charge? It does. Does it kill? It does explode. 2 hits. 1 wound. Mandrake. Oh, Mandrake dead. Stranglehold is mine. Well, that just turned out great. Stranglehold. Morale's good on those Scourges. So he's going to pick up 5 on his primary for turn 4. I just picked up, luckily, Stranglehold. So far, my To the Last are still alive, and all his To the Last are still alive. He picked up 3 engage, and he got his 3rd rod. So that's it. That's on to turn 4.
All right, so we came out here with the, obviously all there is charge phase, so I'll just kind of go over what I did. The Archon came in here, charged them. He made some good invuln, so I didn't kill them completely, and then he pulled guys closest to me, so I had to consolidate here. I was going to fight him twice to clean him up. So now he's going to be able to do some stuff with them. I was able to back out the Scourges and charge over here, eat the Overwatch, and then get my cord in successfully to kill his Flamer girls. And then what else did I do? Failed to charge with the Racks. Because he was over here in my backline and he killed my Incubi, I was forced to bring my Mandrakes out And I also brought my homunculus out because I wanted to guarantee these guys were dead. I could not leave them alive. So I came out with all my while we stands, but I'm okay with it. He stands back up. He's not going to die. Let's face it, he doesn't die. And then I don't think he's going to be able to get to these to really matter at all. So I think I'm still safe for the time being. Then I had my Succubus run across. She booked it. She rolled a 6 to charge. Made into these guys. I did 3 mortals to him, and then he failed some saves. The Wyches were able to clean him up, so it's one of his while he stands gone, which is really big. And then I got my Venom over there, which has 5 racks in it. So I have some options to maybe get my last rod. I'm probably not going to get it, though, but to make him have to deal with stuff that could get it is always good. I was hopefully going to take him off of doing his 2 other rods, but he's got these guys here, so he's definitely going to be able to get 1 more rod.
All right, guys. End of turn 4 for the sisters. Pretty much went to plan. I escaped the Succubus here with the Rhino, so that let me shoot, and I had to actually charge the Succubus to finish off her last 2 wounds. I was able to use my Dominions I still had and the Retributors. I used the Strat for the Flamers to do mortal wounds to kill the Wyches, so got rid of them. Morvenn Vahl shot her volley at the Archon on his second save. He fell to Shadowfield, so he went down in Blaze of Glory. These guys just jumped up and took their things. We still got a court that's running around pretty much unscathed. They're going to run in and do things, but I have the end of the turn to potentially get my last bit of primary. I did lose my Sacrosanct, so that hurts, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to get into his while we stand. He's making them go away on the turn 5. So just looking at the tally here, he killed my while we stand. I did pick up my 3rd rod, and I got Stranglehold again. His turn. His guys are still alive. He did not get Rod, but he did get full engage. I did hold him to 5 on the primary 1 more turn, so hopefully I can pick up some points on my bottom.
All right, so that turn, what I did here is I basically just trapped his Rhino to put all my guys on this objective to make it harder for him to get Stranglehold and 15 on primary. So him getting 15 on primary is going to be a little bit hard. So then... I just backed this off so it won't get hit. He's able to grow a guy back on Celestie. You can see we did this already here. And he needs a 9-inch charge on the racks. I had to stay on this objective. There's really nothing I could do because he could have just advanced and grew a guy back and been able to be on here anyways. So I had to put this here, force him to try to make a charge, force him to try to kill them. And that's the best thing I have to deny him 15 on a primary and a Stranglehold. So we'll see if he gets that. And that's really all that matters, right? Mm-hmm. So we'll roll the dice.
Well, if I shoot and kill this unit, I'll get a miracle dice.
Okay, sure. So he's going to shoot and kill. He's going to try to shoot and kill the racks, and we'll see how this charge goes.
They're telling me the math is better than rolling the 9 we rolling.
So you use the
spend
4.
the 4, and then just roll for 5.
And Thomas used 2 of his 6s in the last turn, so he had a 12-inch guarantee.
Mistakes
were
made.
He made some big mistakes.
First one.
Oh, the 5 was there.
It's a 3. So now he has to CP it. See what he gets.
Oh, he goes the 10.
So now, can he kill 5 racks with them? We've seen Celestine whiff a lot against Hellions.
This is the funny part. I know that's about the same. Never mind.
There you go. Looking for 6s.
And this is where I wish my racks were all -1 damage, and they're not.
As well as 6s are mortal.
No 6s again. What are you doing, Celestine?
You reroll them all, right? She doesn't have the rerolls from Vahl.
6.
T4.
3
2
damage hits.
3 2 damage hits. Fail them all. So 3 die.
And then here are her friends. They're hitting on 3s. So you gotta explode. Strength 4.
T4 4s. 1. Oh man.
Don't do it.
1 damage. He passes it, so both of them are still alive on there.
He
got it.
You do hold the objective though, right?
I'm OPSEC.
Oh.
I'm OPSEC.
Oh, they racks.
Okay, so let's add up this score. So he's going to get 10 on the primary, though, but taking him, not getting Stranglehold and not getting that, and I kill one of his while we stands, hopefully it's enough to offset it and I win by like 3 to 5 points. That's what I'm assuming here. All right, so let's take a look at this. So it did come down to that. As you can see, the primary was like nothing. It's this mission and stuff, just trading back and forth. He was able to get the 10 there. And then he got Stranglehold every single turn. He was just able to kill me off the way the terrain was set up and everything. 10 to the last. He made a mistake with the Sacresants coming up. I told him not to do it, and he did it anyways. We'll have a chat about that some more. And then I prevented him from getting one of the rods as well. That one turn where I killed all of his guys able to do it. And I was able to pick up almost full engage, 14 points, 12 on rod, 15 onto the last, but really struggling on the primary. So 20 to 25 on the primary. But I will take that as Dark Eldar, 61 to 55. So if he killed those racks at the end, he gets 5 more on the primary, which puts it a 1-point game, and then he gets 3 on Stranglehold, and he wins by 2. So it came down to that last play right there. But yeah, that's it. Thomas? All right, guys. Well, that was Dark Eldar versus Sisters. Thomas is learning and playing. Give us 2 things that you learned today with Sisters.
Don't waste your 6 on a damn thing that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I do that 6. I made that charge a lot harder than I had to. And dang, I need Celestine to roll some 6s.
You do. She rolled none.
No. No, yeah. Don't send your Wowie stands up into Dark Eldar so they could charge you with a Succubus. No matter how far away they are, they're always in range. Stupid Succubus.
I mean, it was a good game. You're learning and everything.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, comment, subscribe, do all the fun things. We're going to keep doing more games like this, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
See ya.